Solo Leveling, episode 7. And well, time to take the dog out for a walk. Alright, guys, Brett here back with Wheel to cover all things Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, anime, gaming, and more. This time, Solo Leveling, episode 7. Let's see how far I can go. And Will, your thoughts?
I think he went pretty far. Pretty much just kind of set him up for after last episode. He's trying to figure out, what he needs to do next, and he's prepared to deal with, I guess, whatever fallout comes from surviving that dungeon. And that's why he had to go check in on old boy who was in the dungeon with him. I got to get to remembering these names a lot better. Rich boy is what I'm referring to him as. But yeah, I think he keeps he keeps finding new things every day that keeps pushing how far he can go. So let's take his exercise for example. He found out that the counter keeps going even after he reaches his max, and that's a whole secret quest tied behind that. Like, I didn't even think about it. Like, it didn't even occur to me that that's a thing. You just kind of complete the quest and kind of go about your business. So that's definitely setting him up for, I guess, a skill check at some point in time. And boy, does he get checked. So he's going pretty far.
Because I was gonna say, at this moment in time, from at least from the eye test, like how we watch sports, there's always a thing called the eye test, where if someone can pass that visual test, be like, yeah, this person's good, they've got talent, they've got ability. From the eye test, you'd say, son, at this moment in time, he looks like he's at least A rank. He is doing some things, or he's like at least B, almost A rank, because he is doing things most people shouldn't be doing. And he's managing his game inventory the exact same way I manage my game inventory and stuff like Baldur's Gate. I forget I have key items. I forget how to do certain things. And sometimes you're just like, I am just going to keep whacking this monster in the face and I'll get through the mission just fine. And then he's like, oh, yeah, there's a store. I have credits. I
Potions.
should do this. Healing is important. And it's like he literally marched down to the gates of hell, so to speak, grabbed Cerberus just like Hercules did in any kind of mythos we've ever had. And he managed to massacre that thing by only stabbing one of the heads in the eye repeatedly. It's like, I understand like how, blood loss works. But you think on like a three-headed dog, it would have worked like a little bit differently. Like you have to take out one, then you go to the other, and so on and so forth, kind of like how a Hydra would. But for all intents and purposes, his biggest problem now, Wang. That dude's little brother is on one. Your thoughts?
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what level he's at because that dungeon he just completed was that a S rank dungeon? That
I
I
can't
think it was
remember.
I think it was an S rank dungeon that he went in to really test the skills. So the fact is that he defeated it narrowly, so that leads me to believe, yeah, he's at A or S rank. So that like he had some difficulty trying to get it done. You're spamming potions and all that kind of stuff. So he may have been just slightly under level. But before he goes to the next part, he's definitely got to level up even more. So dealing with little brother is definitely going to be a problem because I don't know if he's going to encounter him on the street or encounter him in a dungeon. Because see, the guy was asking about the legalities of, hey, what if I do this or what if I do that? Like, what's going on? What's going to happen?
Definition of on-site.
Yeah, like it's literally on site. He's gonna bust his head to the white meat. Like he's not playing around. But again, neither is Jin-Woo because again he's finding out more and more stuff about himself. Like, he can't get drunk because he's got that fast recovery. So it's like, all right, well that's gonna be a factor. He turned down $30 billion to help this dude do a couple dungeons, help Rich Boy do a couple dungeons and stuff. Um, but again, he may rethink that because he knows that he needs to level up, and running these dungeons is gonna help him out. Um, we're finding out more and more about these battle things, like the rage factor. Like that was a whole thing. Like thing raged out and started, beating him up. But it's like, all right, well, what abilities is he going to gain from killing this Cerberus thing? He gained a key that leads to a bigger tower that could lead to the elixir to help his mama. But what is he going to do in the meantime? There's a lot of questions as what's about to happen, and it's about to pop off. So
And even Rich Boy now is having some layers added to his character because he's like, look, my brother is out. He didn't say out from what. He didn't say whether he's sick, whether he's injured. He just said out. So he's like, I am trying to seize the company for all intensive purposes and continue my family's legacy with me in charge. So, for all intents and purposes, I don't know if that's for the better or for the worse, but to have $30 billion at your disposal at any moment in time, like I know his armor was nice and it was clean, but that's ridiculous to just be like, here's $30 billion. I just need you for 19 C rate quests. I can figure this out real quick. Makes you wonder what the heck he was even doing with that guy in the first place, the bounty hunter group. Because if you're that well connected that you could have done this on your own, why are you doing this? But at the same time, maybe his ambitions have grown because he met Sung, that this guy can do all the work. I can keep the secret. All I have to do is keep him on the payroll, and things keep going my way. Next thing you know, I'm at the top of a chairman board, and I don't have to keep doing this anymore. So there's a lot to cover here. The show has been amazing. Right now, be sure to leave your comments in the description below. Let us know where you think Sung's rank is, where his biggest problem is, what episode you really think this thing's gonna pop off at, because oh boy is coming. It's just a matter of when. Because if you're willing to destroy all of your personal property for any number of reasons, because you're that ticked off at an individual's existence in this world, things are going to get dangerous real quick. Any other
I'm,
thoughts?
I'm gonna go episode 10 is where it's really gonna hit. Cause I'm assuming they're gonna do 12 episodes. So I'm gonna say episode 10 is stuff's gonna get crazy, and we're gonna get left on a heck of a cliffhanger at some point. But he's got to start, figuring stuff out. He's got to pull the girl into it, his healer. He's got to pull her into it. And he's probably going to go back and bring Rich Boy into it in some factor, or he's going to betray him and still go poach another hunter from elsewhere and then spill the secret. And then that's going to be a problem.
It's either that or, and my prediction here, Sung has to go rescue the other dude because as much as he pretends not to care about this other dude's existence, I think the sentimental person in him says, yeah, probably around episode 10, what's his face captures him. Is like, hey, Sung, I've been hearing things about you. There are rumors about you. Everyone in the ministry is now aware of what you're doing. Well, not the ministry, the guild knows exactly what you're about. You're popping up on radars left, right, and center. Let's see what you're made of. Let's, mano y mano, see who's got, the bigger stick, so to speak. And it's going to pop off. And this anime is so amazing. I know it's considered a webtoon. I love what we've seen so far. Be sure to hit that lovely red subscribe button. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you've made it to this portion of the evening, hey, let me know. I'll be covering Bad Batch this upcoming week. Let me know if you want to see that as a live stream or just our regular video format. I will see you in the next episode.